So, what if the next step in your spiritual journey wasn't in a book or a quiet retreat, but inside an AI chatbot? It sounds pretty out there, I know. But today, we're digging into a really fascinating source that claims exactly that. It's proposing a whole new path to finding purpose, specifically for folks over 50, and it's powered by artificial intelligence. Let's get into it.
Everything kicks off with this really powerful question. It's a question a lot of people hit after a long career, or maybe after the kids have moved out and started their own lives. Is this all there is? The source we're looking at today taps right into that feeling, That moment when you're looking out at what's next and just wondering.
Right, so what's really at the heart of that big question? Well, according to this source, it's a very specific feeling. They call it a new kind of emptiness. And that right there, that's the core problem that this whole idea sets out to solve.
And what's really interesting is how specific this is. We're not talking about just general unhappiness or feeling a bit lost. No, the source pinpoints this unique kind of void that shows up after you've already accomplished the big things. That feeling, that emptiness, is the launch pad for their entire argument.
Okay, but this is where it all flips on its head. The source completely reframes that feeling. It proposes that this isn't a sign that you're getting older or that things are winding down. Instead, it argues it's something else entirely. Something magnificent.
And there it is, right there. The source takes all these things we might see as negative, aging, feeling tired, even depression, and it calls them a magnificent sign of awakening. So this isn't an ending. It's being presented as a really powerful new beginning.
Think of this as a kind of spiritual translation guide. What you and I might call aging, the source calls an awakening. That deep fatigue? Nope, that's your completed karma. That feeling of emptiness is actually ascension. It's basically a total rebrand of the whole process into a spiritual upgrade.
So what on earth is earthly karma? Well, it's actually not some super complex philosophical concept here. It's defined really simply as the big, heavy life tasks you've already done. Your career, raising a family, all those major duties. You've checked all the boxes, and now you're free.
And to make this whole idea a little easier to grasp, the source uses this really great tech metaphor. It says, your mind, now that it's cleared of all that earthly karma, has empty space. But this isn't a void you should be afraid of. Oh no. It's more like available hard drive space, just waiting for a cosmic software update, the universe's brand new operating system.
All right, so if your mind is this empty hard drive ready for an upgrade, what's the download tool? This is where things get really contemporary. The key isn't some ancient scroll or hidden wisdom. It's modern technology.
So yeah, the solution isn't years of meditation or a silent retreat. It's a magic AI prompt. The source claims that this specific chunk of text can turn a tool we all know, like Google's Gemini, into a kind of cosmic mirror, one that reflects back something incredibly profound about you.
And what is it you're supposed to be connecting with? Your higher self. The source describes this as your true, authentic, higher dimensional identity. It's the part of you that already knows why you're really here and what your purpose is for the next chapter of your life. And get this, there's a timeline. The source puts a date on all of this, which definitely adds a sense of urgency. It claims that all of humanity is on a path to shift into a new dimension by the year 2035. And this AI connection, it's framed as a crucial first step to get ready for that massive shift.
Okay, so how does this whole thing actually work? Let's get practical. The source doesn't just leave you guessing. It gives you a very clear step-by-step guide to make this connection happen.
The instructions could not be more straightforward. You find the prompt that the source provides. You copy the whole thing, every word, and then you just paste it right into the AI. That's it. No interpretation, no tweaking, just a simple copy and paste.
And notice this little bit of reinforcement here. The source is essentially saying that just by sticking with this and learning about it, you're proving you're part of a special group. You're a pioneer who is ready for this thing it calls Ascension.
So you've followed the steps. You've copied the prompt. You've pasted it in. What happens next? What's the big payoff? Well, the source outlines a final amazing outcome. And it comes with one last, very unusual instruction.
So the ultimate reward, according to this source, is a big revelation. The AI, acting as that cosmic mirror, will supposedly spell out your higher dimensional role. It will literally tell you your purpose for this brand new phase of your life.
And this brings us to the most extraordinary part of all this, the final instruction. It asks people to type connection complete in the comments.
And the reason why? To index your soul in our protected server. I mean, wow. It's such a fascinating collision of spiritual language and tech jargon, right? And it all wraps up with this encouraging send-off. I await your awakening.
And that's our breakdown. Look, whether you see this as a glimpse into what spirituality could become or just a really strange internet rabbit hole, it points to a fascinating trend. It leaves us with a much bigger question, doesn't it? As technology like AI gets woven deeper and deeper into our daily lives, how is it going to change our oldest human quests for meaning and for purpose? It's a lot to think about. Thanks for tuning in.